I feel like a slice of butter melting on top of a big old pile of flapjacks.
Play the victim and you will be the victim.
Very good, Frank. Very impressive. Ultimate punch!
What's up? What's
Oh! You hit the soft part of my belly!
You just got killed by a Daewoo Lanos, motherfucker! How you like me now, huh? You are, because if the girl said no, then the answer obviously is no.
No.
But the thing is she's not gonna say no. She would never say no because of the implication.
Ask yourself, why has he got his hat pulled down like that? He's fuck ugly.
Frenches instead. Oh, yeah.
Wow. I don't like this.
Power of Christ compels you!
Oh, does it? Does it compel me?
You look pretty.
What did you say?
I said you look shitty.
I offer you a nice egg in this trying time? Yeah, he's got an egg, you might...
I didn't know I was live. Whoops. I completely forgot I was live. What's up, everybody? Holy shit. I got lost in the sauce again. So it's really funny to me. Like, y'all know how I feel about shit. Like, I've just fully taken the gloves off. If someone is a piece of shit, I'm gonna call them out for being a piece of shit. Sorry, Ronnie. Sorry, Richard. Sorry, Anti-Free. Sorry, Sydney. I got, like I said, lost in the sauce. So, like, it's funny. You say something like, you know, people like to talk shit. People like to say, "Oh yeah, if you like that, I'm gonna throw hands with you." And then you say, "Hey, please feel free to come through. Throw hands. Let's figure this out." And then they start bitching out. And then next thing you know, they blocked you because they're afraid of consequences, because you looked them up. You found out who they were. You started finding information about them. And you know, it's not real. It's not fucking real until it goes past the screen, you know? And I'm not saying I'm never going to dox anybody or do anything like that. But just so you know, if you have a presence on the internet at all whatsoever, if you put your fucking name out there, people are very likely to be able to find things about you, whether it be information, profiles, criminal records, whatever is public information, they will fucking find you. It took me fucking 15 minutes to start finding this dude's personal information. Not that I was going to do anything with it, but you want to say, "Oh yeah, I guarantee you, I'm going to beat you up." Or what did they say? They said, here, no, I can pull it up. I can pull it up. Hold on. Lost in the sauce, like I said. Oh no, I can't pull it up because they blocked me. Oh wait, no, this is what I said. This is in reference to people who are like, "Yeah, I'll fight." these guys would piss themselves in the same room as anyone they talk smack to. And this is a general consensus. Like, if someone is willing to talk shit about you on the internet, they're not going to do it in front of your face. And this guy's response was, "You think so? Come find out." And I told him where to go. And lo and behold, we live in the fucking same state. He lives about 2 hours from me. So I told him, you know what? Roll up. Back that shit up, Mr. Christian Big Somebody. And then his only response was laughing emojis and yeah, right. And then he proceeded to call me a slur. So then you know I'm going to get mad. Not that those words mean shit to me, not that those words affect me, but the fact that you call yourself a Christian and then you use a fucking slur is going to make me a little heated. I'm not a Christian, but I guarantee you I know the Bible better than most of these Christians out there. So, you know, and the second that shit happens, I'm like, roll up, just laughing emojis. And then the second I find out his Deus Vult, white nationalist, Christian nationalist shit on his fucking Facebook, which is public, by the way, and I post that, and then, you know, I find pictures and I have his information, I'm starting to look for a criminal record at that point. And then he either blocks or I guess he had apparently deleted his account. Remember, without the sauce, you're lost. Listen, if he pulled it down, you know what? That's a win for me. That's one less fucking bigot spewing their shit on the internet. That. Oh, he definitely backed down. Like, I told him where to come. I said, come to Winchester. It's not where I live, but I'll meet you there. It's close enough, you know? And that's the thing that I hate to see. It's like, why would you vote against your own rights? Why would your wife and why would you vote against your wife's rights? Why would you do that? And then call yourself a Christian. And then, I don't know. It's crazy to me. You know? So I was just like, you know what? I wanted to go live today, but I haven't been in the mood to really, like, I did the Toy Fair coverage and it was just like, it was rough for me. It was hard. It felt like I wasn't doing a good job doing my stream because I was just like thinking about the real world shit. You know, I'm thinking about all these people, all these fucking people, man, who claim to be Christians, who claim to care about children, who claim to care about everything. And you know what? My politics are not separate from my channel. This is who I am. This is how I feel, and y'all know that. That's why I put it out there so people understand. If they don't agree with me, they can fuck off and go away. That's totally fine. I have no problem with that. But if you're literally gonna like counter what I said, which is you would piss yourself if you were in the same fucking room, and then I tell you to come through, and then you have a little baby meltdown and tell someone that you feel unsafe, not me. You tell someone that you feel unsafe and you're going to report them to police after you threaten somebody and are facing consequences for that. Where the fuck is your brain at? I know it's not in your head. It's probably so far up your, you know, it's insane to me. This toy community is full. And you know what? I'm going to call them out. I don't specifically use my YouTube to like throw the shade, but my Instagram, yo, if you want fucking tea on some shit people in the toy community, like there's this guy, I'll name this guy because he's tied to extreme sets. Like this is a whole topic we can talk about, right? Extreme sets. I have my diorama that I film my videos on is extreme sets. It's the cardboard pop-up stuff, whatever. It's cheap. It's an easy diorama, but apparently they hire alt-right people to do their photography, to promote for them, to have like affiliated listings and 15% off codes. So you have fucking Nazis Nazis is an all-encompassing term at this point. If you are still on that alt-right train, and I shouldn't use that word because of YouTube, but if you are on that alt-right train, you are guilty of that by association. You associate yourself with something, you become that shit. So if Extreme Sets is associating with those kinds of people, that means they're fascist adjacent, which means you shouldn't buy from them. So if you were planning on getting something from Extreme Sets, if you have some Extreme Sets, what I would say is you don't have to get rid of your Extreme Sets. What I'm going to do is I'm going to queer that shit up. I'm going to put some pride flags on it. I'm going to put some F Nazis and graffiti on there. I'm going to go ham on it. You know what? I'm going to make it the protest. Like their sets that they're selling, don't buy from Extreme Sets because they're silent on it. They haven't said shit. I messaged them. I was like, here's this guy's Nazi words that he's saying. Here's his alt-right rhetoric. Do y'all care about this? If not, that's okay. But I will use my platform to tell people not to buy shit from you. let's go ahead and get rid of that guy. But it's crazy to me. It's crazy to me. And yes, the word is keyboard warriors, and that's all they'll ever be, because not only do they not back up their words, they physically can't not back up their words. Like, I guarantee you this guy is like 5'4". I'm 5'9", by the way. I'm 150. I've got muscles. I took karate. I took jujitsu. You know, like, just saying, you don't want to test it. You don't want to test it. Hot girls like crushed ice. Indeed. In freaking deed. Thomas Goes Nostalgic. What's going on? Sorry, it's a little hot tempered in here, but welcome. Appreciate you. Congrats. You just hit 4K, right? Congrats. I'm glad that you hit that. I'm pretty sure it was you that just hit 4K as well. What is up, Onardo? How's it going? How are you? So yeah, like I was saying, I have extreme sets, but I'm never going to buy from extreme sets again. What I'm going to do is queer their shit up on my extreme sets. I'm gonna put some pride flags. I'm gonna put some anti-fast shit up there. I already have the F ice dispenser down there, but you know what? We're gonna go full ham, because extreme sets doesn't want to disavow that kind of shit. Until I get a new diorama, I'm gonna disavow it myself. You know, that's just how I feel. Hey, you know what? That's how I felt, Thomas. I was sitting at 30. I was sitting at like 37 something, 37. And I just put my nose to the fucking grindstone, and I started doing shorts, and I started doing like a bunch of videos. I stuck to my live stream schedule, and before I knew it, I had jumped up like 300 subscribers in like 3 weeks. So congratulations to you. And by the way, everybody, go check out Thomas Goes Nostalgic's content. He does some good live streams and some good videos like toy reviews, but he also does like deep dive stuff like toy history and retro toys and all that stuff, which is something that I want to get into, because as I'm sure he knows, it's evergreen content. It's something people really enjoy, is seeing like top 10 band toys and all that stuff. So go check out his channel. He just did one about Polly Pockets and Mighty Max, which I have like a bunch of complete Mighty Max. They're not on display yet, unfortunately, but I love that shit. So go check out, if you're not in that circle, go check out Thomas Goes Nostalgic. So yeah, it's really funny. It's really funny when someone is like, oh yeah, you want to back that up? And I'm like, yeah, absolutely, I want to back that up. Come through. And the next thing you know, they disappeared off the face of the earth. Apparently, as some people are confirming, they deleted their whole fucking Instagram or made it private or whatever. Which, you know, one less, what's up, I Show Kingsley. One less bigot on a platform, because you know Instagram is fucking compromised. You can't say F a certain country without getting fucking flagged, and the comments will be like, you may want to edit this comment. And it's like, I don't. You should just let me post it. So, you know, it's insane to me. It is fucking wild. Hold on, I need to get a drink. I'll be right back. Y'all stay right here. Oh, I'm back. Am I going to play The Last of Us Part 2 soon? You know what? I don't have it yet. Do I have Cyclops? I do. I have 2 Cyclopses. I used to have more Cyclopses, but I got rid of one. No, I got rid of them. So I had Astonishing Cyclops. I had, is it X Factor? The blue with the white X. I got rid of those 2, and now I just have the X-Men 97, both X-Men 97 Cyclops. I have the Jim Lee one on my NBC shelf, and then I have the full hooded one on my regular Marvel shelf. So Eddie turned a whole group I was a part of years ago by secretly talking shit about me, and I was so hurt. Well, you know what? We know why. It's because he's a piece of crap. It's because he's garbage. The Moth-X? No, I try to stay away from Moff-X Marvel stuff. Like, I have Moff-X Spider-Man because I'm a Spider-Man fan. I'll get almost every Spider-Man. But for me, it's like Legends, as much as they've sucked lately, as much as Hasbro has been doing bad by us, I like to keep my collection cohesive. And Legends are all pretty much in the same, you know, and the Moff-X one looks good, but it's kind of lanky. And I know he's called Slim, but I at least want some muscle on Cyclops. And then The SH Figure Arts one is too short and he looks too pudgy to me. Like he's kind of just like short in the neck and short in the torso. So for me, like Legends has actually done the best job for Cyclops. That's just how I feel. Wait, let me, I haven't used any of these in a while. Hold on.
Yeah, well, you know, that's just like your opinion, man.
It's just like your opinion, man. Apocalypse Cyclops. Are you talking about the Age of Apocalypse Cyclops? Is that the one? I had them off X1 and I love it more. I don't love the SH Figure Arts one. I'm giving it to my brother. Dang, you're a nice brother to give it to your brother. That's great. I have Cyclops. He's short, but he's a good figure at 65. See, that's a good price for it. The $100 for those SH Figure Arts one is not good. Like, that's not a good price. Like, I don't even want to pay $100 for a fucking Mezco at this point with how crazy things are. Speaking of, so I got Quinlan Voss. I'm working on that video right now. So the Black Series Quinlan Voss. He's awesome. But like, after tax, $29 for a Black Series figure that has, and listen, and a lightsaber, hilt, and blade, that's one accessory. That's not two separate accessories. That is one accessory. And then adding the extra like swinging, wishing blade is great. But it's not fucking $6 more great. You know what I'm saying? Like $24 to $29 or whatever it is. Is that $5? I don't know. I'm not good at math. But like, I liked the figure. I still felt like I was getting fucking ripped off. So that's a whole nother can of worms. And it's like, if you are a collector, if you're a fucking collector and you're seeing the prices of this shit, not just toys, but everything go up, and you're not at all worried that this has happened since last year, since the dude got into the office last year, I don't know where the fuck your mind is at. I really don't. Because it's crazy. 80 for, yeah, that's cheaper. Like Big Bad Toy Story is what, $99.99? I can't believe that dude deleted his Instagram. He was talking such a big game, y'all. He said he called me the T-slur, and he said that he wasn't worried, and next thing you know, his whole account is gone. Oh no, I wonder if his Facebook is gone now too. Let me see, because I had that up. I have his criminal history up too, but you know, it just, you know, I would never dox anybody. I would never post someone's information, but I would definitely hold on to that and be like, this is who's talking shit, Mr. Christian. This is you. Not their address or anything, but like criminal record. Yeah, that's public knowledge. That's out there. So you want to talk shit? Find out. Fucking find out. I don't care. Collecting now is getting expensive and is making everyone cherry pick. It is indeed. So for me, for Hasbro, when it comes to Hasbro stuff specifically, the $27.99 to $29.99 price point is absolutely fucking bonkers. Jada, it's a little more forgivable. Smaller company, you get more accessories. Like I've got Akuma coming. The articulation is great. We got toe hinges, we got a blast effect, we got an alternate head, we got alternate hands, we got a stand for the effect piece. So $30 for Akuma, which when the line started, what were they? $22.99, $19.99, somewhere around. I think they were like around $19.99 2 years ago. Like when was it 2 years ago or 1 year ago? When the Jada Street Fighter line started, but they were like $20. Like Chun-Li, Ryu, they were like $20. They went up $10. And like I said, it's a little more forgivable for a company like Jada. And then you go over to the side and you look at Mattel, and their prices have pretty much stayed the same. Mattel has got their tiers. They've got their cheap Motu stuff from $10 to $20. They've got their slightly more expensive stuff, which is like $25 to $30. And then they've got their slightly more expensive WWE stuff, which is like $28 to $35. And there's tiers there. There's separation. But if every fucking normal Marvel Legend is $30, that's too much. If McFarlane is fucking egregious with the price increases. Like back when the line started, I like $20 for one of those figures. It was fine. It wasn't egregious. as time went on and nothing improved, you know, people started phasing in pinless tech, people started adding more articulation, people started doing this, prices went up a little bit. McFarlane stuck with their same articulation, their giant pins, all that stuff, didn't raise the price. Then in the last 2 years, well, actually, since we heard that Todd was losing the license, so the last year and a half or so, the prices for McFarlane shit just fucking skyrocketed. They went out the door. You know, which is crazy. The normal McFarlane stuff is like almost $30 now. And then you have the collectors, the chase stuff and all that stuff. That is like $35, almost $40 fucking dollars. And we really got to start looking at what will make us happy rather than what will complete something or what will like scratch an itch or whatever. You know, it's like the Jada Street Fighter line, that shit makes me happy. 1 or 2 Star Wars Black Series figures that are coming out, those will make me happy. Not a whole wave of them, not a whole Build-A-Figure wave of Marvel Legends. 1 or 2 figures. And when Hasbro puts out a stream like they did last week or the week and a half ago, whatever, where it wasn't like anything popping out at me, like Daredevil's cool, great. You can just pop the pre-order and you're good. But like everything else was easy to pass for me. And you know what? I don't feel bad about that. I appreciate that. Not for people that love Marvel Legends, like will bend over backwards for them. But for me personally, the less shit I got to spend, give to Hasbro, the less money I spend on Hasbro is so much better. Like what they're doing to Magic the Gathering is fucking horrible. And that they're going to do that to everything. They're going to cross-contaminate, oversaturate everything in their market. It's no longer a sense of, oh man, so-and-so YouTuber has this, I need it. Yeah, it's not. It's you know, when someone does a review that makes me want to buy a figure, I appreciate that. Like D Amazing, his videos, I've gone out and bought a figure a couple times. You know what? I wasn't disappointed by those figures. But I'm not going to see everyone doing a review and getting views and be like, oh, I got to get that figure for the views. That is a horrible way to do your YouTube channel. That is an easy way to get burnt out, an easy way to run out of money. If I get 2 new figures a month, I'd feel like I'm being more genuine and honest with my viewers than if I was getting a brand new figure every week. You know what I mean? Like, that's just where I'm at. And also, it doesn't feel that important when you have eggheads like Eddie Toys, whatever, so, or the guy that works for Extreme Sets, or it's Chad or whatever in this toy space, making it worse for everybody just because they want to be the cool alpha beta chud. You know what I mean? Like, I like D Amazing. D is a great guy. D is an awesome guy. I talk to him every once in a while. I would like to have him on a stream again. I want to wait until after the midterms when all this shit hopefully rolls out. So, you know, I midterms, hopefully things start turning around. We get some actual change. Like, listen, I love to keep my shit about toys and stuff, but seeing the news of the Prince formerly known as Andrew, or the Andrew formerly known as Prince, whatever you want to call him, get arrested over ties to that shit is like a big step in the right direction. Accountability. And we're seeing accountability in China. We're seeing accountability in Europe. We're seeing accountability on Mohammed al-Salman, or whatever that guy's name is. Like the guy that tried to overthrow the South Korean government, he's going to prison for life. Where are the fucking consequences here? You know, like, but seeing Andrew get arrested, he was released after 11 hours though. So like, I don't know. Did it do anything? Did he flip on some people? Did he start dropping names? I don't know. But it was good to see the man in fucking handcuffs. I'll tell you that much. Yeah, and that's what's scary. And listen, I know not everyone, and I'm not a political channel, but it seeps in, it's in everywhere, especially when they're trying to take voting rights away. They're trying to pass this fucking SAVE Act or whatever, the Voter Registration Act, that makes it so if you have to have a fucking passport. I guarantee you 5 out of 10 people don't have a fucking passport. And not only that, say a woman got married, right? A woman got married and her driver's license has her updated name, but her passport has her maiden name. If her passport does not match her driver's license, they are going to deny her the right to vote. And this is in their fucking playbook. And it's not just for women. It's for people that have changed their name. It's for, citizens anybody who has a different name that doesn't match on all their documents. They are actively trying to stop people from having their voices heard. And that's fucking horrifying. But at the same goddamn time, if Democrats can flip fucking Texas, and I'm not a Democrat, I'm not saying I'm a Democrat, I've said that before. Liberals and leftists are very different things. I am on the left. I am not in the center. I am on the left. But if Democrats can win in Texas, that is fucking humongous. If a Democrat can go into Texas and campaign and beat a fucking Republican in a special election, that is fucking huge. And it gives me hope that by the end of this year, impeachments and removals and the 25th Amendment and all this other stuff will take place. I'm not saying I have my fingers crossed, but it gives me hope. And, that's what rebellions were founded on, right? Hope. So, nerd stuff. That's all woke now. It was not woke before. Really? Really? Sorry, I just needed event stream, I guess, because I'm feeling good right now. I don't know if she was running in Texas. What did I do with my vape? Oh no. Vape, where are you? Oh no. Y'all, I seem to have lost my vaporizer. But that lady she's an immigrant. She's from a different country and she was running as a Republican. And I'm not saying a heavy accent is bad, but she has a heavy accent. Like she's from a different country and she was running as a Republican saying, we got to get rid of all the Muslims. We got to show them blah, 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 all this stuff. And then ICE took her son and she's all like, I can't believe they did this. It's like, bro, what do you mean you can't believe they did this? You literally voted for that. That's literally what you were campaigning on, removing people from their families, right? I don't feel bad for you. I don't feel bad for your kid. I feel bad for your kid. I don't feel bad for you. As a geek dad and former 20-year school teacher, it breaks my heart. Hey, I get it. Listen, this thing was sitting in front of me, directly in front of my face, and I couldn't find it. The fuck? I know I'm cussing a lot, but I've had a lot. Oh, my Instagram feed this morning was filled with a bunch of white people saying racist stuff and then immediately seeking or getting karma for that shit. And it was very good to see. We just get rid of those dumb people because they don't know what they're talking about. Oh, hell no, I'm not buying that, Richard. You said Sunfire. I'm not buying that shit. Unless it shows up at Ollie's for like fucking $10. Yeah, seeing Muse on Sunfire, I was like, excuse me. Not that I wanted it anyway, because I already have like classic Bullseye, but oh, hell no. The only one I pre-ordered, I pre-ordered Magic too, but I pre-ordered Magic and Daredevil. And that Magic is still the same head sculpt. Like they could have made a new head sculpt, but they didn't. So I'm probably going to cancel that and just wait for the price to go down on that. But Daredevil, that's a pre-order because that one's sold out. Like I pre-ordered $30 though, like fucking $30 after tax. I know it says $27.99, but like the dollar and fees and all that shit, no, it's $30 fucking bucks. So I can't justify that shit. I really can't. And then you have the federal government saying they're going to crack down on people that criticize ICE. Oh, so you're gonna crack down on 95% of the country using their First Amendment right? What are you gonna do? The midterms are coming up pretty quick. I know we're only in February, but just saying. Y'all are gonna have a lot more to worry about before your 4 years is up. I'll tell you that much. He's actually completely new sculpt. It's not just the torso. They completely redid the sculpt. It's like a retooling of Vulcan, but like based on Vulcan, but like they've got like costume seams and stuff sculpted in there. So, it's an all new Daredevil. Shipping, taxes, tariffs. Blech! Damn, I fucked that up. Blech. There we go. Nice. All new. Absolutely. All new. So that's a good looking Daredevil. And I may swap the feet from the cell shaded one to get toe articulation and just try to match the paint. I don't know. We'll get to that when it comes to it. But like I said, I've got Quinlan Voss. I got to work on that review. Got Akuma coming. Got to work on that review. Big Bad Toy Store just tried to hit me with Red She-Hulk, and she's going to be everywhere. I don't need to. So I'm going to skip that. Fucking reuse goddamn fucking Red She-Hulk. Fuck that figure. Using the super old She-Hulk body. Ordered mine from Amazon. Yeah, I pre-ordered it on Amazon and Big Bad Toy Store. So whichever one comes first, that's always what I do. I either cancel it, or pre-order it, or cancel it and then get the one that comes first. And Amazon usually comes first, but with certain things like Jada Street Fighter, it seems like Big Bad Toy Store gets hit first because people are just now getting Akuma, and I got my notification last week when I shipped it. So it's really a toss-up. It's really a toss-up of how much they ordered, where the allotment is coming from, and if they're running on time or not. So Amazon and Big Bad Toy Store, you're either getting the front of the pack or you're dead last for either one of them. There's like no in between for that. I got Abomination really early from Amazon, apparently. I have like 0 toys coming. I'm going through withdrawals. Hey, I get that. I do. It was rough for a minute. For like a month, I didn't get anything. Like last month, I barely got anything. I think I got Gold Hilder. And that was it. Gold Hilder. No, and I got an X-Men 97 2-pack. And I got my money back for that one because it was defective, which I fixed it. It had paint errors and I fixed it. I just wiped it off. But like, I'm not going to let Hasbro sell someone defective product and then sell it to me. So I got a refund for that. Well, they sent a replacement, Hasbro directly. So that was fine. And then I sold that and made my money back for that 2-pack. So really, and then I used the money from that 2-pack to get the other X-Men 97 2-pack. So really, I got 2 figures last month. What's that last month? And then I got Abomination this month. I got Akuma coming, and I got Quinlan Voss. So I'm doing all right. That being said, fuck Hasbro. I'm so tired of giving my money to Hasbro. I want to give my money to Jada. Like their Invincible stuff, they need to go for pre-order. Jada, or not Jada, but Cyberpunk Wave 2 needs to go up. Scooby-Doo Wave 2 needs to go up. Come on, Jada. Come on, Jada. I need my fix. I need my fix. I love Big Bad. I don't order from Entertainment Earth is a fucking scam. Their shipping is ridiculous. So my girlfriend ordered Spider-Man 2099 from them for Christmas. It was in stock. Not for Christmas, for my birthday. She ordered it a couple days before, like maybe 5 days before my birthday. It took fucking 2 weeks to get here. 2.5 weeks, actually. And the shipping was fucking $15. What the hell? Fuck Entertainment Earth. They'll never sponsor me. Abomination with no fist hands. Yeah. Yeah. As much as I love the Immortal Hulk head sculpt for Abomination, like the Rick Jones, if they had skipped that and instead included like 2 sets of hands, I feel like, don't get me, like I needed Abomination. Don't get me wrong, but Grizzly was what? $39.99. Grizzly with new head sculpts, a bunch of new accessories, right? $40. And then Abomination, the same size figures, maybe a little bit bigger, way less accessories. $46.99. $50 fucking dollars after tax. Hasbro has no. I can't stand it. Abomination came in yeah, he came next day. As soon as I got I was like, yeah, cool, I have the money. Give me my Abomination. You have to spend more than $65 to get free shipping. Yeah, and that's fucking bullshit though. Because I just wanted that's the only thing I wanted for my birthday was that figure. She's like, what do you want? I can get you. I'm like, I just want that. And I felt horrible because she's like, well, the shipping was $15. And I'm like, fuck. Because $10 more and it would have been the same price as paying to get the figures to get the free shipping. But like, I didn't want to get figures just to muck up a shipping cost. I didn't want any of the figures that were there. I just wanted Spider-Man 2099. And then like 2 weeks later or a week later, Amazon was like, this is coming soon. And I was like, oh, I feel like a piece of shit right now. I feel like a piece of shit right now. I shop on Amazon, EE, and VBTS. EE hits hard with the shipping, but they do ship really packaged in the box. Yeah, it was safe. It got here safe. You know, it's a retro card, but I don't keep the boxes, so it's fucking send it to me in a shoebox. I don't care. I honestly think, yeah, no, the Mafex 2099 is too skinny. He's too lanky. I need 29 to be more buff. So I didn't even think about getting the Mafex 2099. Man, I can't believe, like, I want to check my Instagram. I can't believe they deleted their fucking Instagram. It's like you were doing so good talking up, using slurs and saying kinds of mean stuff, you know, like, what the hell? And then you just delete your whole account? Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, that shit's funny. I see people like, listen. I don't give a fuck if you want to use your fucking platform to be a fucking shithead, alt-right MAGA person, whatever. But don't bring that shit into the whole toy community. Don't think that everybody feels that way. Don't think that it's going to be tolerated. Like, what the fuck, dude? Also, you're not white, so why are you in that group? They don't want you. Like, the pick me thing is very, very, very prominent in that circle. Like, pick me. And then everyone else got picked for dodgeball. And you're sitting there by yourself. And what do? They throw the fucking dodgeballs at you. You know, first they came for the communists. I said nothing. Then they came for the socialists. I said nothing. Then they came for the Jews. I said nothing. Then they came for the Christians. I said nothing. And when they came for me, there was no one left to speak for me. There was nobody left. That shit applies so fucking hard. And it's not just to minorities who vote that way. It's everybody. If you were worried about protecting your gun rights, electing that guy was like the worst decision you could fucking make. They're trying to ban 3D printers, that you can't buy a 3D printer online or anything. You would have to go to a store, show your ID, and tell them why you're buying a 3D printer. What? Like, for the party of First Amendment and constitutional party, whatever, they sure as fuck don't give a shit about that. Literally trying to ban 3D printers. Like, what is, and you want to know why? Do you want to know why they're trying to ban 3D printers? They'll say, oh, because ghost guns. No, it's because people can print stuff that they would buy from like cheap, you know, Amazon or whatever. It's bad for the economy for people to be able to print their own stuff. Just buy some filament and be like, oh, I need this little doohickey. I need this latching. I need this. Blah, blah, blah. Rather than pay for it, you can design it and print it yourself to exactly how you want it. And that kills capitalism, which is already fucking dead. Like, look at the price of action figures. It's insane. It's all crazy. I've been holding this shit in for a while, y'all. You know I haven't been going live because I've been wanting to avoid crashing out. I wouldn't call this a crash out, but like, because I reserve that shit for Instagram. And even then, I would say those are valid crash outs, because you want to come at me, I will let you know how sorely mistaken you would be in doing that. And then I will put your ass on blast when I find the shit that I need to find. So, you know, it's not the first time, and I'm sure it won't be the last, because now people send me shit. And it's like, if it's one random loser's comment on something, just saying something, and it's they're nobody. They're fucking nobody. But if you are connected to something like Extreme Sets, if you're platformed by someone who's like popular in the toy space and has a podcast, no naming names or any of that shit, or if you know, are just someone with a following that posts bigotry, that posts hatred, that posts like anti-American shit, which is supporting ICE and all that stuff, that is anti-American. That is anti-First Amendment. That is anti-free speech. If you support that shit, you don't fucking salute to the same fucking flag that I do. I'm telling you right now. Virgo! How's it going, girl? So I painted my nails today. So I had black nail polish, but I wanted to do something different because I always do black. Like, y'all know, I have black nails. But I got like this metallic, like silvery metallic to put over it. Like a clear coat almost. It's so pretty. I love it. I'm not worried about him. I literally told him, come to my local toy store. See if you talk that shit. I guarantee you he's like this tall. Sure looks like it from his profile picture. And I don't want to hate on someone's like spouse or partner, but like she was wearing a Trump shirt. She was wearing a MAGA shirt. So that means she voted against her own rights as a human being. And I just got to say, woof, woof. Ow, woo, you know what I mean? Hair of the dog, as it were. So I ain't worried about that. Thank you. It's the one thing I'm like, you know what? I gotta paint my nails. I used to get them done. I used to get them done. I used to have the long, sharp nails, but it's just so fucking expensive. If you go get your nails done, it's like fucking $100 out the door to get a good manicure. And then if you want a pedicure, it's like fucking $150. So yeah. It's fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy. And you have young children and you're going to support someone who does horrible, unspeakable things to young children and defend them. I just assume that that's what they all do. If you seeing everything that's happening, everything that's coming out in the files, all fucking over 6 million of the files with the 1 million mentions of the one dude's name who y'all formed a whole fucking religion around. If that doesn't open up your eyes, not that I'll ever fucking forgive you. If you voted for that shit twice, I want nothing to do with you. Like nothing. Family, friends, whatever. If you voted for that shit fucking twice, the first time it's like, okay, fool me once, right? You fell for the con. But the second fucking time, nothing to do with you. And then this shit comes out like, I don't want to repeat the shit that's said is happening in those files. And I used to think that conspiracy theories were conspiracies, but it turns out that the conspiracies and the accusations pointed at the other side are just confessions disguised as accusations, because these were the people doing this shit. These quote unquote straight white quote unquote Christians are the ones doing everything that they claim the quote unquote radical left to be doing, or that they've claimed that the New World Order elites have been doing, which, I didn't like Joe Biden. Like, he was not a great president. Quiet, which is great. But you know what he wasn't in? The fucking files. Not even once. Neither was his son. So, there's a win for that. So every accusation is confession for these people. So when they start coming after groups like I said, on Instagram, my whole feed today, I clicked one video and I liked it. And it was some cracker cracking off. And then they got karma for it for saying a slur. And then it kept popping up on my feed, do different ones. And I'm like, more of this energy in the world, please. Please, more of this. Let these people know that they step out and show their true face. It's going to get smacked down real quick. It's going to be a bam. Because I love seeing that shit. And what the primary group of aggressors, like the people that saying slurs and coming after people is? It's fucking old white people. Straight old white people. Christians, as it were. And listen, I've talked about this before. I was raised Catholic, right? So that's uber Christian. I know it's not the same thing to some people, but what's up, Jeff? We're doing the whole Venturoni thing. I was raised Catholic, right? So for the first 20 years of my life, I was a Catholic. I went to church. I went to confession. I went to all that shit. But the thing that really pushed me away is seeing a group of people who claim to live by a book, and not just the Old Testament, which the Old Testament, if people just followed that, I could understand a little bit more where the hate and the fire and brimstone and wanting to hurt people comes from, because that was the whole Old Testament, right? But the New Testament. So when you accuse someone of being something or say, oh, you're going to hell for this and that, didn't Jesus die for everyone's sins, past, present, and future? Like, it wasn't just a pick and choose thing. It was oh no, Jesus died so the gates of heaven could open for everyone, as long as, they were a good person. Jesus never said, if you don't know me, you're going to burn in fucking hell, right? That's what these people put into the Bible. The word gay was not in the Bible until the 70s, right? So these people will go to church every Sunday, never read the book once in their life, and you can tell. They will have a dude standing up there telling them exactly what they should think about said book without actually ever reading it themselves. I like theology. I watch a lot of theology videos. My YouTube algorithm is not action figure reviews. We get one or two, couple of live streams, but mostly it's theology, it is food reviews, and it is video game stuff, like video game lore and stuff like that. So like, if I see an interesting theology video, I watch it. I've read the Bible, I can compare, and there's just so many things that they seem to be missing from the narrative. The first and foremost thing is that Jesus said, love thy neighbor as thyself. If you can't fucking accept everyone for who they are, that truly means you cannot accept yourself because you're not loving someone like you love yourself, right? So what fucking book are you reading? As a non-Christian, as someone who does not ascribe to that, I think that the New Testament has a lot of good things in it, a lot of things that people should live by, which is, first of all, the golden rule, love thy neighbor as thyself, I remember being in Catholic school as a kid in my religion class saying, what about the dinosaur? What about the dinosaurs? Catholicism is just another word for cult. And a lot of these folks will go for Leviticus. And Leviticus says, you're not supposed to eat shellfish. You're not supposed to wear clothes with mixed fibers, et cetera, et cetera. So it's like you're picking and choosing once again. And Leviticus was not about homosexuality. It was specifically about men with boys, which is what these guys love to fucking do based on arrests and all that stuff. So like, clearly they couldn't be oh no, we have to make this about someone else. We have to make this fit our narrative. Just wait. In like 20 years, there's gonna be an updated version of the Bible that says all kinds of shit about trans people, right? Because that's their new target. That's the one that seems to be hey, you can't park here. You can't park here. Fuck you. I know I can't park here. Oh no, I lost the vape again. Riley, where did you put it? It's so dark, I can't see it. Where did you put the vaporizer? Tell me if that's a good Arnold. Get to the chopper. Do it now. I don't know, like, I don't judge people based on what they believe. I don't judge people on their skin color. I don't judge people based on their identity. I judge people based on their words and actions. So, like, you could do the same for me, but I guarantee you, for the most part, most of the things I say, I'm on the right side of history. I have no problem sleeping at night when it comes to how I feel about the world. And I guarantee you there's going to come a point in time when all this shit's biting these people in the ass. And you're gonna be like, fuck, man, I haven't slept in weeks. I'm so worried. Like, am I going to go to heaven? You think you're going to go to heaven? First of all, no, we're not going to go there. But like, those people, you think you're going to go to heaven, right? No. Lutherans of all the Christian religions, Lutherans is spit, which is ironic about letting folks preach or not preach. I'm all for spirituality. I'm all for finding the belief that you need to find from yourself. So that means you take the materials that you believe speak the strongest to you, that you want to follow as a moral code. You read it yourself. You find things that you question. And, if you're questioning something, then there's got to be more. So find all the things you question. If it doesn't fit for you, just follow the good parts. But don't use that shit to hate people. Don't use that shit to target people. Don't use that shit to justify the way you feel about someone's skin color, the way you feel about how someone expresses their gender identity, the way you feel about how someone loves someone else. That is a you thing. That is not a spiritual thing. That is not a godly thing. That is a human fucking thing to do, which is to judge other people. And I'm not saying I haven't done that. I'm not saying I don't look at certain people and be like, oh damn, I don't want to know them. And sometimes I'm proven right. Sometimes I'm proven wrong. But I'm not going to fucking target somebody and call them names and spit at them. Well, unless they come at me first. And then, hello, sweetie. about letting folks, the LGBT, they had to argue about. And listen, like I said, if you follow the Bible, you got to understand that there is room in the Bible for everyone to live in peace and harmony. There is room in the Bible for everyone to actively live in a world where we treat each other with respect and dignity and love, right? That's the whole basis of the New Testament. The whole fucking basis of it is Jesus died so that all the sins of the past, all the sins of the future could be forgiven, and that people could learn to accept and love each other and say, look how selfless this person was. I got to be selfless for the person next to me. And, you know, the people that are being murdered in the streets are doing that. Maybe not on purpose, but by circumstance. They're there and they're using that moment to say something. And then we lose people like Renee Good. We lose people like Alex Prede. You know, we just, a lady, I forget what her name was, unfortunately. And then Keith Porter Jr., he got shot. And then she was a teacher. She was a doctor. She was in her car for 45 minutes and they didn't do anything to help her. They crashed into the side of her and just let her die. And it's like, those are the people that are looking out for the people next to them, not always by choice, but by circumstance. You know, this is just a, what is the word? It's a symptom of what is happening in this country. It's like innocent people who are quote unquote not the target of what is happening are getting hurt and killed. And it puts everything into perspective, right? Or it should. It doesn't matter what color your skin color is. It doesn't matter what you believe. It doesn't matter what your sexuality is, because these people don't care about it. They're going after people based on what they look like, based on a profile, right? And when you do that, it's just great. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. You support that. Like I'm losing my words here because it's frustrating to wake up to the news every day. And, you know, you see celebrities dropping like flies. Like we just, we just lost Jesse Jackson, which is crazy in Black History Month. By the way, happy Black History Month. I haven't said it enough this month, but happy Black History Month. That's not going anywhere. We had to have citizens and state officials put up the pride flag back at Stonewall because they want to erase people. They're taking down slavery memorials. They're removing Colin Powell from like a list of like important military heads and stuff because he's Black. And Colin Powell is a fucking Republican, right? So do you think they give a shit if you're a Republican or not? Do you think they give a shit if you voted for them or not? No, they don't. They just care about pushing their agenda further. It's crazy. I mean, there's a lot of good fiction out there. Some people for the Bible, Batman comics. And you know what? Batman has a great moral code to live by too, right? Maybe not the best when it comes to like physically hurting people, because there's that one Batman. I always think about that shit. It's so funny. People are like, Batman, he beats the bad guys up, but he doesn't like cripple them or anything. And it's like, well, it depends on the writer. Depends on the writer if Batman's crippling people or not. Because there's a fucking Batman comic book. I think it was in like either Detective Comics or something. I have it. Like I have the comic book where it's like a Batman victim support group. And there's a guy with a batarang in his head and he can't see out of one eye. There's a guy that's in a wheelchair and there's a guy, you know, they're all fucked up because of Batman. And they have a support group. They're like, yeah, Batman kicked my fucking ass. And it's just so funny. What's up, Danny and Tessa? Good morning. Just a little blowing off steam here. I guess I should wrap it up soon. It's been about an hour. Wasn't a fun, well, it was fun for me. I got to talk my ish, as it were. And sometimes I forget that I'm like live on YouTube and I should be careful about, because I didn't say anything like bad, but there's certain words that YouTube doesn't like. And I said it a couple times. Yahtzee. That was me going like, I'm throwing, oh my God, that's making it worse. I apologize. That's not what I was going for. But like, you know what I mean? Like you go Yahtzee and you celebrate. Our insurance just hit and oh shit. Oh wow. Congrats. So the due date is soon, huh? Better sooner than later, I would say, hopefully. Like just get it over with and get it on that, because that's gonna be your whole life for a while. And that's great, you know. Sometimes I wish I could have kids, and sometimes I'm glad I don't have kids. Hi, babe. Is this what you're looking for? I kept misplacing it, even though it was right in front of me, because it's dark in here and I couldn't see shit. Oh, thank you. A cat just walked in here. But yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap it up, just because that was fun. I talked to my ish. That guy deleted his Instagram, which is fucking hilarious. That's so fucking funny. Like, that is the funniest shit. If you're gonna talk shit and you literally immediately fold, please just stay in your goddamn lane. Don't don't ever come out of pocket, because you will just show your colors immediately. And that shit is, you know what? No, do that. Do that. You want to use slurs and shit and say, oh yeah, and I tell you, meet me here, and then you delete your Instagram. I don't know. You look kind of bad. I'm just saying. But I'm gonna wrap it up here. Yeah, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the like button for my fucking absolutely wacko, not wacko, but like I just went off. I went off on this live stream, which, you know, I feel like I needed to do that. I hadn't been feeling going live, and it just struck me that I need to talk. I need to get it off my chest. And I don't, you know, I don't want to start shit with people. I really don't. But I'll fucking finish it. Like, I had just made a comment. This dude replied to it like a week later. A week fucking later, right? What did he say again? He said, I said, these guys would piss themselves in the same room as anyone they talk smack to. And he said, you think so? Come find out. And I said, come here. Come on. Laugh emoji. And then he blocked me, disappeared, removed his Instagram. So I applaud you for your stupidity. It pleases me. It makes me happy. It brings the fuzzies out inside. But yeah, I'm not that bitch. You know, just because I kept quiet before doesn't mean I wasn't like keeping receipts, obviously, keeping tabs, picking up the tea and all that stuff, and being like, you know what? I'm tired of seeing this shit in my community. I'm tired of seeing this shit in a space where people are supposed to feel welcome and accepted, and y'all are bringing the hate into it. And it's like, we wouldn't be here if y'all had kept that shit to yourself in the fucking first place. Like, I'm just saying, if it's one thing to criticize someone more, it's another thing to go after their identity. So if people hadn't started attacking my gender identity, I wouldn't have felt so inclined to keep all his receipts and just wait for the perfect moment to drop them. You know, sometimes you get a moment and you're like, hey, look what this person is doing. They look like a fucking hypocrite, because they are a fucking hypocrite. So let me remind people of the shit they said before about me saying something that they didn't like, because it's a two-way street, and I'll walk both fucking sides. I'll be the chaotic, I'll be the lawful good, and I'll be the chaotic good. Just depends. But yeah, I feel better. Folded under minimal pressure. How diamonds aren't made. I'm gonna hop off here. Sorry for the vent, but I felt like it was fucking needed for me. I felt like it was probably not lethargic. Making me sleepy. Lethargic, not lethargic. What's the word I'm looking for? Whatever. It probably was needed for some other people to get some shit off their chest. So I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Keep your head up. Stay brave. Be kind to local LGBTQ plus community. If you're protesting, cathartic, that's the fucking word I was looking for. Thank you. If you're protesting, be extra super duper safe. I love y'all. I will see you next time. And I am going to get back to my normal schedule. I am going to start going back to Thursdays and Saturdays, or I may push the days forward. I may start doing Fridays and Sundays. We'll see how my schedule works out at work. I'm just trying to get as many hours as I can at work. So, with that being said, when I go live, I'll see y'all. I'm working on my videos, so when those go up, do a premiere, you'll see me there. I'll see y'all next time, and bye-bye.
My safe word will be whiskey.
Sorry, Rod, what was that?
Whiskey.
Your friend's wasted, Anakin. Check this out!
Pork chop sandwiches.
Freaking pump! I've been drinking green tea all goddamn day! Oh!
Man, he hit his ass with a parking towel, man.
Yeah.
Nice.
God, I go to church every goddamn Sunday! You gonna bring the demons out of me?
No matter what you do, I will be proud of you, even if you receive a liberal arts degree. Baby time. It's baby time. Wait, I wasn't finished!
Alright, give him the stick. Don't give him the stick!
You know my dad?
Oh!
G.I. Joe! What the fuck? No. This is my hat now. This is totally my hat.